What is up everybody, and welcome to this tutorial in which I'm going to show you how to set up FastAPI with Tailwind CSS. So let's begin by creating a new virtual environment by running the command python 3-m virtual env, and I'll call this virtual environment vemb, and hit enter. Now let's activate this virtual environment by running the command source./vem/bin/activate and hit enter. Now that I have my virtual environment activated, let's install some dependencies in order to use FastAPI. So first, let's install FastAPI by running the command pip install FastAPI and hit enter. We will also need an ASGI server, and for that we will run the pip install ubicorn standard command and hit enter. Now we will also need a templating engine, and for this tutorial we will be using Jinja 2, and for that I'll run the pip install Jinja 2 command and hit enter. Now that I have all my dependencies installed, let's create a new FastAPI application. For that, I'll create a new main.py file, and here I'll import from FastAPI import FastAPI. Let's create a new application that will be equal to FastAPI. Let's create a route that will point to my index page, and the route will be my index page. Let's add an async function that will be index, and this route will simply return a hello world string. Hello world. Hit on save, and let's test our project by running the ubicorn main:app --reload and hit enter. Let's go to this URL, and as you can see, I'm returning a hello world string. Now let's return some HTML. For that, I'll create a new templates folder, and here I'll create a new base.html file, and here I'll add some basic HTML, and I'll add an h1 tag that will contain a hello world text. So in order to return HTML, we need to return, instead of a string, a template response. For that, I'll create a new templates variable that will be from FastAPI .templating import Jinja 2 templates, and here will be Jinja 2 templates. This will take the name of the directory that contains all my HTML, and this will be directory will be equal to templates. Now I'll return a new templates.TemplateResponse, and this will take two arguments. The first will be the name of the HTML, and this will be base.html, and the second argument will be a dictionary that should include the incoming request. So request will be request, that I'll pass this request in my function request, and the type will be request from FastAPI request. Let's hit on save, and let's test this route. As you can see, now I'm returning some basic HTML. Now let's add Tailwind CSS to our project. For that, I'll follow the installation procedure. In my root folder, I'll create a new Tailwind CSS folder, and inside here I'll create a new styles folder, and I'll run a new integrated terminal in this folder, Tailwind CSS. So here I'll install Tailwind CSS by running the npm install-d Tailwind CSS command and hit enter. Now let's init Tailwind CSS by running the npx Tailwind CSS init command and hit enter. Now that I have my Tailwind config file, I'll add the relative path to my templates folder. And this path will be /templates/ and I'll point to every folder and every file that has an HTML extension. I hit on save, and now let's add our base directives for Tailwind CSS. And for that, inside my styles folder, I'll create a new app.css file, and I'll paste these directives here. Hit on save, and now let's start our build process by running this command: npx Tailwind CSS, and the input file will be my app.css file. This will be /styles/app.css, and my output file will be located in a new static folder. So let's create this folder. New folder, static, and inside this folder I'll create a new folder, CSS, and my output file will be located at this folder. So the relative path will be :/static/css/app.css, and don't forget to run this command with the watch option and hit enter. This will start my Tailwind build process, and as you can see, now I have my CSS file that contains all my CSS classes. So let's link this CSS to our HTML. For that, I need to mount this static folder by adding some lines to my main.py file. In my main.py file, I'll mount this folder, adding this line, app.mount, and this will take 3 arguments. The first will be the path to my static folder. So this will be /static. The second argument will be from FastAPI.static files import static files. And this will take a directory argument that will be my static folder. And in order to refer to this folder, I need to add a name argument. And this name will be static. Now let's use this CSS file in my HTML by adding a new link tag, and let's add some attributes. The first attribute will be my href attribute. That will be a Jinja2 variable, URL4, and this will take 2 arguments. The first will be the name of my static folder, static, and the second will be the relative path to my CSS file. Path will be equal to /css/app.css. Now let's add another attribute, the rel attribute, that will be style sheet. Now that I have Tailwind CSS linked to my HTML, let's add some Tailwind CSS utility classes. For example, padding 4. Hit on save, and let's reload my index page. As you can see, now I have Tailwind CSS in my project. So let's add, for example, a background blue 200, and let's reload this page. That's it, guys. Now you have Tailwind CSS in your project. So probably you would like to serve a compressed version of this file, and for that FastAPI has a useful GZIPMiddleware. that we will add to our project. So inside my main.py file, I'll add a new middleware. app.add_middleware, and the middleware will be from FastAPI.middleware.gzip import GZIPMiddleware. And here I'll add the GZIPMiddleware. And that's it, guys. Now you know how to set up Tailwind CSS with FastAPI. If you have any comments, please leave your comment in the comments section. And if you like this video, please hit on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.